A blessed Sunday to you all my viewers and subscribers. Welcome back to the channel. Alright my peeps, I hope you guys are getting yourselves ready for the live show that we're going to be having later on this evening. Quite a few things to talk about. But before we even talk too much about the live, there are a couple of stories that I want to share with you guys. Right? Cornwall. We see how he performed in that first game there. Well, the CEO of the Leeward Island cricket team, he did an interview and he's saying that they are working very hard with Cornwall to get him to the level of fitness needed to play for West Indies again. So I'm going to go through that interview. Plus we're going to take a look at Hetmyer, who was in good form in the UAE yesterday, getting some runs under his belt, getting 54. So we're going to go through that. Plus, also going to take a look at where the West Indies versus Zimbabwe first test match is at now. A lot of rain, but I have an update for you guys. So we'll go through that. And yeah man, couple of things to talk about my peeps. Just hit that subscribe button while you listen and also leave a like on the video. Alright, so we're gonna kick things off with Hetmyer. And in the UAE T20 League yesterday, Hetmyer was in good form as he led his team, the Gulf Giants, to victory. So he ended up getting 54 runs. So his 54 runs was crucial as the Gulf Giants were able to get a 25-run win against the Desert Vipers. So Hetmyer coming up trumps for his team there. Now in that knock of 54, he was able to get 4 sixes and 2 fours under his belt. So kudos to him. His name is not being called in every game, but at least he came through yesterday and was able to get his team across the line. So shout out to Hetmyer for getting some runs there. All right, onto the West Indies versus Zimbabwe now. So most of the first day was rained out. Same thing in the second day here. As I am recording this video, West Indies currently batting 147 without loss, and it's just 65 overs. Remember, it's almost 2 days, but based on the amount of rain that we would have had, just 65 overs while I am recording this now. So we have Craig Brathwaite on 74 from 182 deliveries, and Hetmyer and Shandopal on 71 from 214 deliveries. So we are definitely hoping that both men will be able to get to their centuries, and then they can probably go on the front foot and press, because this game is definitely aiming towards a draw. But that is how it is looking as we speak. So yeah, Craig Brathwaite and Hetmyer and Shandopal currently at the crease and looking to get West Indies to a respectable total. Alright, so moving on to the story about Cornwall. So as we know, my viewers and subscribers, Cornwall is one of the better half spinners we have in the region, but he wasn't selected in the squad the other day to go to Zimbabwe. And we see here an article that is, they are saying they are helping to Cornwall to get back to that level. So I'm going to be taking a couple of sentences from this article. So the headline says, "We know what Rakim can do." Leeward Island's CEO says body is supporting the all-rounders bid to meet CWI fitness standard. So they are helping Cornwall to get to the level of fitness that CWI wants. So there you have it. It's not because of bowling or batting reasons why Cornwall was not selected. It's because of fitness. So let me just go into the article here, then I'll give you some quotes from the guy, from the CEO. So the article starts and it says, Chief Executive Officer of the Leeward Island Cricket Board, Peter Abraham, said the body continues to work with Cornwall on his bid to get to the level of physical fitness required for a recall into the senior regional team. This is what he had to say, and I quote, We know what Rakim can do, and we are fighting for him to regain his spot in to regain his space in West Indies team. Rakim came back to St. Kitts and was putting in the work, and he is currently in Antigua, and he's putting in the work, and we would have seen him just now in that first game. So this interview was done prior to the first game finishing. So he would have gone on in that game and would have picked up 10 wickets. He got 85 in the second innings, I think it was. So Cornwall definitely showing that in terms of the performance is at the regional level, he's still able to put that in. So the CEO went on to say, and I quote, "What we found is that because Rakim was a CWI contracted player and then came down to a Leeward Islands contracted player, the communication wasn't as seamless in terms of targets." So apparently the targets were a little bit different. He went on to say, we saw the issue that happened last year, and we are working with the medical panel to ensure that going forward, this is not a stumbling block and in terms of Cornwall getting picked. He went on to say, we were not quite happy with what happened last year, but we keep moving forward because at the end of the day, we all want the best for West Indies cricket, and Rakim is a big part of that. He said going forward, and Rakim is a big part of that. So going forward, we are doing our best to make sure that Cornwall makes the standard. So there you have it, my viewers and subscribers. The CEO of Leeward Islands cricket team is saying that Rakim Cornwall is still ambitious of getting back into the West Indies team, and the entire Leeward Islands cricket fraternity is behind him as he tried to get back into the West Indies team. So I tell him, my peeps, he's putting up the numbers in the regional tournament, and I don't know still, it's really weird if the main thing is his performance, and if you have a guy that is outperforming the other spinners and in the region, and you say that you're picking from the region, but he's not fit. What does it say? Unfit players outperforming the fit players that you are selecting in the senior team. I don't know. I just throwing that out there still, my viewers and subscribers. Anyway, before we finish, a bit of good news where track and field is concerned. We see where world and Olympic champion Shanae Miller-Weeble has announced her pregnancy. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, she is set to miss the World Championship in Budapest as she is now pregnant. So, 400 world 400 meter champion and also Olympic 400 meter champion. She has announced that she is pregnant and she will miss the World Championship coming up in Budapest. But congratulations to Shanae and her husband. But yeah, good to see my viewers and subscribers. And we are about to get out of here. But before we finish this one, let me just give you a quick update on that test match there. This is live real-time update, my peeps. So it's now 149 without loss of 67 overs. Brathwaite on 76 and Tejner and Shandopal on 71. So by the end of by the close of play, I will give you an update as to how they would have finished. And then later on this evening, we will have our live show to talk about the 4-day regional championship and also the first couple of days in this test match. But that is it for now, my peeps. Big up on yourself.